just did an interview back in the back, and the question was about like if I felt like this was the most impactful fight that I've had, and I think each one has shown a different side of me, and this one kind of showed the just brawler and just like run forward, strike, and ruin your life kind of fight. And then the debut was obviously great, and the J.J. Aldrich fight was a good fight to show a little bit of adversity. So I think they've all made a huge impact in my. I don't overlook anyone. I train as though that person that I'm fighting is the best in the world, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give them the credit that kind of credit on social media either. So yeah, I feel like I came out and I was prepared. You know, in the back I was saying, you know, I didn't feel as nervous as I did the last one, and that's only going to come with time. I'm going to get more and more confident in my abilities, but I just felt ready. You know, I felt like there was nothing that she was going to come at me with that I wasn't already ready for. Training with Duke and Kush and Gerald and Ben, all of them have shown me different things and different scenarios, and I never watched any film for this fight. They watched it all, and they just prepared me for the scenarios that they thought would be shown to me.
Oh man, it's huge. I went through a lot this training camp, just a lot of like medical stuff, just a lot of personal stuff, and it's a hard 8-week camp getting ready for court. He's so tough, you know, and I put myself through a lot this training camp just to make sure I was ready, and it's so much different. Like in my head, it's a fight, but being in the UFC and just feeling that cage and all those people, even though most of them were my people, it was still like my nerves were through the roof, but I just knew I had to go in there, and even if I hurt Court, I knew I had to keep my composure and just keep doing what I was doing, because he's so tough and durable. He's only been finished one time in his career, and I think I did a good job, and I'm just happy to be here and show the world what I can do, and that's just a taste. You know, once I get comfortable in here, a lot of 170-pounders are gonna have a problem.
So how do you feel the fight was unfolding?
I knew it was gonna be a tough fight. I knew I was gonna give a lot out, and I knew I was gonna take some. But I dropped him in the first round. I took him down in the second round. So I felt like I won every round. But he was coming forward the whole time. You know, he's so tough, and I knew that pressure was going to be hard to deal with. And I'm usually a pressure fighter. I'm going forward, but his pressure was just overwhelming. But I knew if I just kept cutting those angles and just doing what I was doing, I was going to win. We worked on just simple stuff this entire training camp. I stuck to it, and I got to win. And I'm here now, so it's exciting. When the UFC gave me this matchup, I was excited because they knew that I was serious. They wouldn't give me Court McGee if they knew I wasn't serious. You know, either they wanted to test me or whatever it was. I knew that it was a good fight, and I didn't want to come in and fight a guy who no one knew. You know, I'm here to be the best. I'm 11-0 now. I was 10-0, and I think I can beat the best guys in the world. I've trained with top 10 middleweights, top 10 light heavyweights, and I hold my own against anybody and do better than that. So I know I can beat the best guys in the world at 170. The more experience I get, the more cage time, especially UFC cage time, I'm just going to get better. My finishes will come out. I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I hit hard. Obviously, I drop Court. So the more I fight, the better I get. And if I heal up the way I feel like I'm going to heal up, I want to fight again this year.
I did it. I came what I did here to do, and I'm not injured, and I'm not even really tired, so I feel good. I didn't think it was close to ending the fight. I've ended 2 fights with low kicks. It's one of my best weapons, but I didn't feel. I knew it was hurting him, and they were effective, and it was definitely part of my game plan. But I didn't see that they were close to ending him. No, I can't speak on. Everybody has a different method to get there, or you know, if you have the connections or you can get there early, kudos to you. Start making money early. You know, I took the long way in. I took every fight I was offered. I never turned down an opponent, and I just fought and fought until I made my way there. You know, so I came in as a new fighter in the UFC, but with, you know, a lot of experience. I've now had 23 pro fights. It's a lot. You know, I'm ready to go, and I've fought a lot of the best guys all over the world already. A lot of times hear it. No, you don't hear everything, but I mean, I hear sometimes the crowd booing because they want a couple heavyweights to walk in and just close our eyes and slug. But I mean, like I said in the post-fight thing, you know, I got rent to pay, so I need that win bonus. I'm going to go in there and get a methodical win. Some of my fights go to decision, but I feel like I'm very technical for a heavyweight, and hopefully people can appreciate what I'm able to do.
I really wanted to get the bonus. I still obviously do want to get the bonus. I want to do it for my brother. That's most important to me. He's given me so much. I want to be able to give him something back, and it's especially something that'll help his everyday life, hopefully help with all the infections that he gets, and that's most important to me first. Yeah, I was fighting. I was just trying to stay calm. Most of all, I was trying not to go out there and be overzealous. I was trying to stay calm, stay composed, and not rush anything. Matter of fact, I was watching some of his previous fights today, sitting at the hotel. I always do that. Kind of helps me confidence and everything like that. And I always notice he puts his head in on the guillotine. Gerald told me he's got a skinny neck, so I was trying to use it for the sweep. He did a great job at not letting me sweep him off of that, so I had to go to other options. But yeah, I felt the guillotine instead of stuffing it, and it is what it is. Yeah, I want that fight back. I was a lot younger, had some things in the camp. It is what it is. He was the better man that night. Yeah, man, he's got a good name. He's got a good following. I have a lot of respect for that guy, inside the cage and outside. Good guy, good family man, but business is business, and I want to avenge that loss.
I just proved it. I just took out Manny Bermudez, who I think had 14 submission wins or something like that, and I just armbarred him in the first round, so it speaks for itself. I'm coming for the belt. I want a top guy, and I want to be the champion in this division, and I want to one day hang a banner, Charles Rosa, Boston Strong banner from the rafters of the TD Garden. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was very impressive, and this, unfortunately for him, this isn't jiu-jitsu. This is mixed martial arts, and I've dedicated the last 10 years of my life to training mixed martial arts. I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, yes, but I've also traveled the entire world training with the best coaches. Roger Carl, I have him at American Top Team. Amazing stand-up skills. I've been to Thailand training with the Thais. I've lived there, lived in Holland, trained in Dutch kickboxing. So this isn't I'm not a one-trick pony. I can do it all, and man, I'm just happy that I'm back, and happy I'm back in my city, and the best city in the world, city of champions, Boston.
April of last year, I've been thinking about this. I was super unhappy with my last fight, and then since like November, I've literally been in fight camp since last November. Like I've just been crushing it, just sucking it up, not complaining to anyone, just doing what I'm supposed to do, just silently going and just torturing myself, just getting ready, and then it finally was here. So it was nice that it went so smooth. It's a great way to end it if that's the end, for sure. But we'll kind of see how things go. I'm always gonna be training, whether it's I'm cornering or helping out guys. We got a lot of guys that train in my gym now. Like Rob Font, Calvin Cater, Mike Rodriguez, Peter Barrett. We got a lot of guys that are always getting for fights. So I'm in the gym with them all the time, anyways. So we'll kind of see what happens. I'm not like, oh, this is definitely the last fight, but I'm also not saying, oh, I'm definitely gonna do it again. Tonight was a great night, but I think too many guys kind of fall in the trap of like, oh, they have a good fight, like, oh, I'm back, here we go. Like this is, it's like I'm not there. But we'll kind of we'll take it. And we'll see what happens. Maybe I fight in 6 months, maybe I fight in a year, maybe I'm done. Who knows? I'm not gonna commit to anything. I'll stay in the USADA pool. I don't mind. They come banging on my door every once in a while. No big deal. We'll see what happens.
Boston is an awesome dude. I love him as a person, and I love him as a fighter. He's very entertaining, and I think just like I said, when you put our styles together, it has to be a fireworks show. Someone was going down. It was the inevitable. We were both throwing bombs. He caught me with a good left hand off the bat, and I knew I didn't want to get caught with those again. That kid has bricks behind those hands. Man, we broke everything down that he was doing, and it was like I saw the fight happening in my head 4,000 times before I even walked out, and it was just so cool to see it unravel the way that we had thought it would. Man, I think everything I did, besides getting hit with that left hand, I thought everything was very good. I have such little experience, and I think I showed myself as being composed and fighting as a professional. I think I fought very calm and relaxed and picked my shots very well. Tag, pull away, get on the fence, and then just slow everything down and relax, and then pressure when he's hurt, but don't get too overzealous like I did in the past. I said last time, from my last fight, I thought I took more positives than negatives, and I think I showed what I learned from the last fight into this fight, and I'm just so excited for the future. I was surprised that it didn't. I thought I hit him a couple more times. I thought it should have been stopped a couple other times that hit him, but Herb Dean knows exactly what he's doing. When you get hit like that, something is obviously you have a false sense of reality. So I'm sure if he's looking at it now, maybe he has a different thought, and that's just being wrapped up in the moment. But But yeah, I mean, I think that was a great stoppage. I hit him with, you know, a bunch of right hands. I heard him from the beginning, and then I just kept capitalizing. My thoughts aren't forming like very good right now because I see Reese's right there, and I hope those are coming to me. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, brother.
I mean, the biggest slice of humble pie I've ever had in my life on my debut, and it shaped me into the person that I am now. And I think you'll all see a difference in character, in not work ethic, but there's just a different air about me and a belief. And in that fight, I can't tell you how sick that I felt, and you probably seen it towards the end. And we were talking to the corner team before I went out, and I was like, if I'm sick, what happens? And it disqualifies you, so you can't be sick. So I was trying to hold back a little bit in case I was sick, but even on my worst day, I've given a performance like that, so I can't be too hard on myself. I'm proud of myself to have been finished in my first fight by decision making and lack of jiu-jitsu knowledge. To the last 3 fights, I've shown every single person a different submission attack, a different takedown, not just the same. That is evolution, and that's what MMA is, and I can only keep evolving, and I'm just trying to be the best me, and my coaching staff, my training partners are really bringing out the best me, and we're starting to understand that when I used to fight, it was a fight, and now a game plan, I listen and I stick to the game plan, and this is the big difference that I've learned. When I was tired then, I went a little bit back to old me, but even in old me, I still got the takedown, and then I could have just rid out 2 rounds on top and just little elbow here, move, here, there, move. And I tried to still give you guys a finish, so it's all surreal. I'm sitting here in Boston, Massachusetts, like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? Whoa.
Dealing with the repercussions of fighting people for a living, and kind of just came down.
The inhaler that you have, can you tell us what it is? Like what substance is, or the prescription name? Or?
It's a Ventolin albuterol inhaler for exercise-induced asthma. Had it my whole life. On the commission paperwork when I weighed in. It's on the USADA paperwork when I take every single drug test, so that y'all know that I'm not taking steroids and I'm just naturally a monster.
I know it's still fresh, and as you said, you're upset right now, but I mean, have you talked to your team yet about maybe taking steps to get it overturned again? I mean, could you potentially file with the commission to review the paperwork and maybe reinstate the win?
Man, I'm really just worried about, you know, what my boss thinks. The worst part for me is here I am letting people down again, you know what I mean? It's a sucky feeling, dude. All I'm trying to do is do, like we just had a conversation before the fight, man. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I asked permission. He told me I could, and I'm in trouble again. You know, so I'm just, my mind's on, man, just make sure everybody's pacified, happy, making sure everything's cool, because it's a crappy feeling, man.
Yeah, when I came into this game, yeah, I was told certain rules, like, on your back you're losing, against the cage you're losing, you gotta get up, you gotta get off the cage. And then as I evolved as a fighter, my jiu-jitsu coach told me, you know what, if it takes you down, you're good off your back, relax there. You know, some people might watch that fight and think, oh yeah, they got Darren again, he's stalling, but I wasn't really stalling. I was listening to his breathing, you know, come from my meditation. I heard him breathing heavy, and then you see me get off the cage and he was effed, he was finished. You know, I've improved a fighter, and my coach said to me, if it goes to the floor, it's okay. That's the reason why Shabazian beat me, because he took me down, I get up, he took me down, I get up, and my coach, Michael Rosser, said, just relax there. Do some jiu-jitsu, you're not gonna, you know what I mean, you got 3 rounds to go. And I threw up a triangle. I was just thinking, yes, Mike, like my coach, like, I know you're gonna see this, yes, Mike. And I went for an armbar and he slipped out. If it was dry, I would have got that. But it was nice to play off the back, I'm not gonna lie. He threw some good ground and pound, but I've got a tough chin. East London, that's how we roll. I said it before and I say it again, I've got a tough chin. He threw some good ground and pound shots, but he couldn't take my ground and pound shot. I think I've got some elbows, I can't remember, on the floor, but he couldn't take them, you know. I heard he's got a tough head. You know, got a tough head. I didn't put him away. I haven't got a knockout for a long time. I mean, I got to give him credit, man. I'm not gonna sit here and trash talk him. He's tough. He is tough. Everyone, like my coach Paul said, everyone in UFC is tough. But I'm a changed fighter, and I'm not trying to look for the knockout. You look for the knockout, you're not gonna get it. Just have fun, pick your shots, and that's what I did. He thinks he's got a tough chin, but he didn't rock me. I rocked him. So I'm glad he's gonna watch that and say, yeah, you know what, I was wrong. Darren can strike. I put him with a clean right, and he started grappling. And like my coach Shane says, it's a fact that every time I hit someone, they go back to what they know. They started grappling. Yeah, great fight. I want to watch it back in a couple of days.